Hello, good afternoon, friends. We are here on the Stampin' for Fun Facebook page. Today is Tuesday afternoon, so I am here Tuesday afternoons. I like to hop on and share. I'm just checking the date because I know when I load these replays onto YouTube, people could be watching it years later, and some of the things I mentioned might not be that relevant anymore, but it's relevant for today. If you're able to join me live, make sure to say hello in the chat. Make sure you let me know you're here because it is way more fun when I can connect and chat away with you. And of course, I like to draw a little winner from all the comments, and feel free to share the video as well. I love to share stamping. So my name is Genevieve Coe. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been doing this almost 14 years, and it's my way of just bringing a little bit of joy, a little bit of happiness to everybody out there who's interested. So today is April the 20th, 2021. I absolutely can't believe that we are coming to the end of April. Like, where did April go? I feel like April just like flew right by. Hi, Betty. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so great. We've got some friends joining us. So, did you guys notice anything different about me? I don't know whether I've shared with you. I know for sure I've shared with my Team S.T.I.C stampers, but you guys have probably heard. I'm always having trouble seeing, and like I typically wear contacts, but now that I'm needing like glasses to read, well, you guys know, often in my Facebook Lives, I can't even find my glasses. And anyway, and I just never felt totally comfortable in my contacts anymore. I think something's changing with my eyes that I can't, I think they're getting dry or something. So, because I used to wear my contacts like 7 a.m. to like 11 p.m., which is too long. I know it's too long, but it never used to bother me before. But they've been bothering me lately. But then I had other glasses, but I felt like I couldn't see, like I couldn't read with them and whatever. So big excitement is last week, near the end of the week, I got new glasses. So it was a bit like, I'm not the type to jump into new things really easily. So I was supposed to get what's called transitionals. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. So I guess it's supposed to be like everything, like the glasses, you're supposed to be able to see far, and you're supposed to see mid-range, like for my computer, and for reading. So I guess it's like 3 levels. It's like transitionals. But I was so nervous about that. So we just went for kind of the bifocal. So it's really only 2. Like the top is for distance and the bottom is for reading. But wow, what a difference. My whole like, I don't know, it's just so different. So I've been practicing wearing my glasses, and it's like so exciting. I can see far, but you know, if I want to read something, I can read. Oh, I saw Sarah hopped on. Sarah, you're probably way younger than me. So those of you who don't have these age-related eye problems are going to have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you do, you're going to know that it's like, I don't know, it's super exciting to be able to see again. So this is the only weird thing. I didn't know, like, I don't normally wear makeup when I wear glasses, because normally I hardly ever wore my glasses before, just before I went to bed or first thing in the morning. So like normally I like to put on makeup because you guys are my big outing of the week. I'm not even going out anywhere. I'm just like sharing stamping on Facebook Live. But then I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I put on makeup? And then is the mascara gonna like get onto my lenses? So anyway, I ended up not putting on any makeup, and I'm just practicing wearing my glasses. So that is my story about Genevieve for today. Now you know a little more about me. So we'll see next week if I have the courage to put on makeup and wear my glasses. But yes, it's very exciting to be able to see. So, because I wanted to test them out today too with the Facebook Live when it's on my mount, because remember before it was hard for me to stamp and look at the comments on the phone at the same time. So I'm going to test it out today and see how it goes. Anyway, I see many of you have joined in. Great. Sarah said she shared it with her sister. So keep sharing and keep commenting. I love to connect with you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to flip my camera over. I have lots of announcements to give you, and then we'll dive into some stamping. Our product of the month this month is the Stamparatus. So for the past few weeks, I've done different projects using the Stamparatus, and hopefully you're getting the idea of how the tool works. It's not a tool that I use a ton, but when I want it, and I want it. Do you know what I mean? So I thought it's time to give you a little bit of tutorials on how to use the Stamparatus. So hopefully the past couple of weeks you've learned a couple ways to use the Stamparatus. The first week was with background stamp, and then the second week I showed you kind of how to flip the plates over so that you could do it with two-step stamping. So this week I'm going to teach you hinge stamping. The hinge step, I think is what people call it with the Stamparatus. So I'm excited about that too. So thank you for joining in. And even if you're watching the replay, I still love to hear from you. So go ahead and comment away and you'll be entered into a little drawing. Okay, let's flip this over. I have so many announcements to share, so many things to share, and I'm excited to get started. My table's super messy. Everything is very crazy right now. And I think it's normal, but I always forget every time when a new annual catalog is going live. There's lots on my mind, like how we can get ready for it, how I get the catalogs out, who wants a catalog. I don't know. It just feels like there's always a lot going on. But I don't want to focus too much on the new catalog yet, but it is time to get prepared to sign up for my new catalog events. So I've got a few new catalog events going on. One is my socially safe stamp camp. I think I talked about it last week, but just a reminder, the time is ticking away. I think there's less than 2 weeks now to sign up and register for that. Hi, Serena. So make sure you sign up and register. It is going to be an overview, kind of like a bird's eye view of some beautiful things from the new annual catalog that goes live on May the 4th. We always, if you're brand new and you don't know what I'm getting excited about, I've been a demonstrator for almost 14 years, and the excitement about a new catalog does not, it doesn't go away, because what woman doesn't love to see new, pretty, beautiful ribbons and papers and all of that? So several years ago, I came up with the idea of having sort of a stamp camp event where you could make 10 different cards using new product from the new catalog, so that you could kind of touch and look and see and get ideas. So that's the idea of it. It is going to be socially safe given the situation in Canada right now with the pandemic. And so what we're going to do is, if you are in the GTA, now everybody will get a goodie bag. Everybody will get the pre-cut pieces for 10 different cards, including envelopes. Everybody will get that, and everybody will get a link to an exclusive Zoom event on Sunday, May the 30th. So everybody who signs up for Stamp Camp is going to get all those things. Now, if you live in the GTA area, so anywhere from, like, I don't know, Mississauga, Brampton, all the way to like Oshawa, Whitby, you kind of know GTA sort of area. Last Stamp Camp, I tried to have a traveling stamp bin. So I had all the stamps and ink needed to make the 10 cards, basically to pre-stamp the 10 cards. It was almost like a fun mystery stamping experience. So the bin would, you'd pick up the bin from someone's porch, you'd follow the little instructions in the bin to stamp all the pieces you need. You wouldn't know what the card looks like because we're going to do it together on our Zoom experience. And then you put the bin out on your porch, and the next person picks up the bin, and so the bin traveled. Last time the bin traveled all the way from Mississauga and made it all the way back to me in Markham, over just a few days. So it's a great way to borrow my stamps and new ink colors and all of that, to get a sampling. So if you haven't registered for this, hi Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay's registered. I think quite a few of you are already registered, but we have room for more, and I just don't want you to miss it because it's kind of like a new catalog kickoff. And did I put the price on there? No, I didn't. Okay, so the price is $65 for the whole experience. If you're long distance and you can't get the traveling bin, don't worry, because in each packet it includes like the pre-cut paper, any new papers, any new embellishments. I put that all in there. So really you just need to use your own stamps and ink, and you can quite often you can substitute. There's lots of ways you can substitute, and I die cut everything. So don't worry if you're long distance. Yeah, the price is $65 for the whole experience, which I think is a bargain, a great deal, considering all the back work that has to go on cutting and die cutting and prepping all the goodie bags and everything, and getting the traveling bins going. But if you are a Team S.T.I.C member, a Team S.T.I.C stamper, or you're a Stampin' for Fun club member, you actually get $10 off. So don't hesitate. Make sure, I just want people to experience kind of that overview of the new catalog. So Stamp Camp is one thing you need to sign up for. Everything you can sign up here on my link tree, okay? Just go to Stampin' for Fun here, and then there'll be a link that says upcoming classes, and you just click on that and you can register. Okay, speaking of the new catalog, if you are a demonstrator, then consider registering for the Demonstrator Stamp and Share event. This is one, again, focusing on new catalog product. You'll get 12 make and takes, but they won't be all like, whereas Stamp Camp, it's like 10 different cards, 10 different stamp sets. It's really an overview. This one is more for demonstrators. So the 12 projects will actually kind of be like 3 class samples. So it's kind of like 4 of each sort of suite or whatever. And on top of that, you'll get business training, lots of stamping demonstrations, networking with other demonstrators. So if you're interested in that, you could also go to my link tree, Stampin' for Fun. It has information about this as well. But you can see there's a bit.ly link. This is case sensitive, so it's all caps, DSS June 2021. Okay, so that registration deadline, both of those are coming up. Okay, but we can't forget, things are leaving. Things are leaving. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, more flyers related to the new catalog. Okay, so I told you about those 2 big events for the new catalog kickoff. The other thing is Stampin' Up! Has just announced, I think I'm allowed to announce it, they just announced it today, that there's going to be a joining special. So now is the time, if you've been pondering joining the Team S.T.I.C stampers, May the 4th, when the catalog goes live, they're also releasing a special joining special so that you can actually choose $206 worth of product, but pay only $135, no tax or shipping in Ontario. So if pretty much every province, there's no tax. There's a couple that you have to pay tax, but everyone gets no shipping. Okay, so keep that in the back pocket, back of your mind, for then. And here I wanted to show you, speaking of my Team S.T.I.C stampers, we had a Stampin' Up event recently where they were kind of showing the new catalog to us and kind of the new products in the new catalog. And so just to make it fun for my Team S.T.I.C stampers, everybody who had registered, I sent them a little gift. I sent them like a little pouch with a little blends marker in it. And so maybe one day on Tuesday at 2, I'll show you how I made this pouch. I already showed all the Team S.T.I.C stampers, and I gave everyone a pen. Okay, there's a story about the pen, but maybe you don't want to hear the story. So there's our little team logo there on a purple pen. So that's just to let you know that we really do have fun on Team S.T.I.C stampers. I know sometimes people are worried about you know, if you join my stampers team, that that Stampin' Up is gonna force you to sell product or anything like that. That couldn't really be further from the truth. All of us on Team S.T.I.C stampers love stamping, and we love the product, and we love playing and creating. And some choose to take the business route, and some choose to just enjoy the discount for themselves. So don't be shy about asking me questions about joining the Team Stick Stampers. I think it's a great option for everyone. Okay, let's talk, my friends. For those of you, oh, I should have brought the samples. For those of you that missed the previous weeks, here's a sample of one of the cards we made last week. And then let's see, the week before, we did this one. Okay, so both of these I was showing how to use the Stamparatus. This one was to use kind of a big background stamp on the Stamparatus using the Wild Roses stamp set. And then this is this cute little set that's retiring, the Special Someone, I think it's called. And it's a two-step stamp. So the outline of the raccoon was one stamp, and the color on the inside was a different stamp. So I showed how to use the Stamparatus for that, so you can go back and see the videos for that. But this week, I'm going to show another way to use the Stamparatus. Oh yeah, Lindsay. Lindsay loves cutesy stamps. I know that. So yes, here, I'll show you again, Lindsay. Because he's so cute, that raccoon. So super cute. So yeah, just a reminder to everyone, this stamp set is retiring. So this is your last chance to get it. Okay, speaking of retiring, the stamp set that I'm going to use today is also retiring. It's called Here's a Card. I bought this stamp set basically for this saying, it's all messy. The hair, the house, the heart, life. Tell me that's not true, especially now. But I liked this one too. I can't begin to count all the times we've laughed together. Mostly because numbers are hard, right? Like this is such a cute stamp set. I can't believe it's retiring, but I'm going to give it some love today. We're going to use it when I show you the Hinge Step concept with the Stamparatus. So let's get started. Okay. Oh yeah, Kathy did order it after last week's live, yeah, because they are so cute. Okay, so let me cut our paper. I'm going to cut this sheet of paper just as a layer. So it's going to be 4 inches by 5¼ inches. Okay, so when we're using the trimmer, just remember our Stampin' Up! Trimmer is great. You just have to remember that the paper has to butt up right against the top. I'm just putting the edge at the 4-inch mark, and I'm cutting. Okay, and then I'll cut this at 5¼ inches. Okay, 5¼ inches. So same thing. So this is a very common kind of first layer that I would put on the card. Okay, and I'll go ahead and make the card base because I have it here. It's an 8½ by 11. I cut it in half at 5½, and then I'm going to score it at 4¼ Okay, and so the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is great because there's a cutting blade, but there's also a scoring blade. So I'm just going to score there at 4¼ Okay, so that will be our card base. This is Flirty Flamingo, and this is our layer on top. See how that 1/4 inch gives a nice border there? Okay, and then I think what we'll need, I may as well cut the Designer Series paper while I'm at it. I'm going to use this Designer Series paper called Ornate Garden, Specialty Designer Series paper. Why it is a specialty paper is because there are some sheets of paper that have foil embedded in it. See how it's got that there? Okay, so one side is kind of matte, the other side has a bit of foil. Look at all these different designs. And again, this paper is retiring. I think it's on sale. Like, I think it's only $8 for the whole pack. So it's an amazing deal there. See? So one side sort of has the foil, one side is matte, nice floral images. And that's why it's called Specialty Designer Series paper, because it's special. It's got that foil embedded in it. Okay, I'm going to cut my piece at 1 inch. Okay, so actually, I'm not even mentioning, this is another great thing about our Stampin' Up! Trimmer. It actually has some measurements going off to the right as well. So I measured 1 inch that way and cut it. You can go either way, which is great. And then I'm going to make it match with my layer. So I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4. Okay. So I've got a 1 inch by 5 1/4, but I want 2 of those. Okay. Oh, hi, I miss you too. I know we don't get to see each other. We would have maybe seen each other at On Tour, but it was virtual this year, so we didn't really get to see people. Okay. So I'm going to do another one, 1 inch by 5 1/4. This way I get to show off both sides of this gorgeous paper. I'm going to have one on one direction, like one side, and the other one on the other side. Okay, so as I mentioned, if you're just tuning in, my product of the month this month is the Stamparatus, but I'm getting everything ready to stamp. May as well cut everything. Okay, let me put this paper away. My craft cave is so messy right now. I was doing really well. I sort of had this like system. I'd wake up in the morning and clean before I started working, but that went out the window. That lasted for a good 2 weeks. We'll see if I can get back to it. The reason why I didn't get back to it is because I actually started sleeping in, which is so weird for me. Okay, here we go. Where's my Stamparatus? I need that. Okay, so let's put our card base over here. We're going to take this layer. I'm going to show you what the hinge step is. So remember, if you're just tuning in and you missed previous week's videos, I'm focusing on the Stamparatus this month. And basically what it is it is a stamp placement tool. So that if you want to know where you're stamping and you want to, keep up, like kind of keep your stamps placed exactly where you want them, then the Stamparatus is for you. And here, there's actually 2 magnets. I'm just going to use one, I think. And this helps to keep the paper in place so it doesn't shift. And I'm using this one. I'm here if you need me. Okay, remember it comes from this stamp. This stamp is retiring. Here's a card. 1. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, hopefully it's clean, I am going to position it kind of where I want it. See, I'm testing out my new glasses here. I can read the comments on the phone and I can stamp. It's like a miracle. Okay, so I'll put that on, and then so the sticky part of the stamp sticks to the plate, sticks to the Stamparatus plate. Okay, I don't know if I did it really straight, so I can always like adjust if I need to, but I'm just going to go with it. I think it's okay. Yep, I think it's okay. Okay, and what would be really great, I don't think I mentioned this previous times. I'm going to see if I have, the color I want to use is basic gray. Let me see, do I have a basic gray here? Because the little ink spots are really great for, oh, here, I might have one here. The ink spots are great for, you can buy a package of ink spots. Has this even been opened? Oh yeah, it has. Okay, the package of ink spots are great because it's easier to ink up your stamp using an ink spot on the Stamparatus if you have any. Our paper pumpkin kits come with ink spots. You can buy a set of sort of basic ink spots like this to get a variety of colors. Let me see, I'm just looking to see. Otherwise, I have to use my big ink pad. See, I collect all these little ink spots. Let's see. Aha, see, I have one. Okay, but if you don't have any of the little ink spots, if you've never bought a paper pumpkin or you didn't buy this kind of starter thing, you would have to use kind of your big ink pad. But see, it's like a little awkward a bit. You totally can. I think that's what I did in the previous weeks, right? But sometimes you'll get ink on the plate, so you just keep your chamois nearby and use it. Oh, this looks brand new too. Why do I have so many brand new gray ink things? Okay, we'll ink it up and then push. Okay, and up. Perfect. I'm here if you need me. And then this is the hinge step. If I wanted to kind of almost do a border of that saying, boom, I literally lifted it up and I put it back in, but just down one notch, and then ink it up again. Okay, and there we go. So it's going to be totally equidistant. Is that right? Is that the right thing? So it's going to be even. It's going to be straight. So then I lift it up and go down to the next hinge, ink it up. Okay, this is called, I think someone named it the Hinge Step. Isn't it great? Look at that. It's all evenly spaced. I've got a nice border here. You don't have to use it with words. You could use it with images, of course, if you wanted a border of images. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Should I hold it up so you can see? See how nice and straight and evenly spaced it is when I want to do like a little border? So if you don't have a Stamparatus and this is making you want to get one, all you have to do, oh, I should hinge step again. Pick it up, hinge step down, and there's the next one. Okay, so let me take this out. So all you need to do, if you want to purchase anything that I'm showing you here, I know I'm showing you a ton of retired stuff, okay, just head to my Linktree/Stampin' for Fun and just click the Browse and Shop, and you can purchase it there. Now, make sure that my name's in the corner there so that you know you're shopping with me, because I do have a special offer. Anybody who spends $100 or more with me, you will actually receive a free tutorial bundle from all these great demonstrators, and the tutorial bundle has written instructions and video instructions. So it is a great option if you're placing an order anyway. If you make it at least $100, you'll get that tutorial bundle. But of course, my direct Team Stick Stamper girls, they get it for free as a little gift from me. Okay. Oh, yes, Julie ordered that. Oh, yeah, I never even told you guys. There's like a carrying bag. Hang on. Let me show you. So not only does Stampin' Up! Sell the Stamparatus, there is a very nice carrying bag for the Stamparatus so that you can take it to crops. I mean, when we're back to going to those sort of things, or retreats or whatever. I'll show you inside. I don't know if it's still available because this bag is retiring. Oh, good. You have a Stamparatus, but you didn't know about the Hinge Step. Now you know. Yay, I'm glad I taught you. Okay, so this is the inside of the bag. Okay, so Gwyneth, I don't know if you have the Stamparatus, I don't know if you have the bag, but anyway, this is the bag so that your Stamparatus fits really nicely inside one of the pockets, and you can put your plates in the other pocket and then carry it away or store it away. I forgot to tell you guys about that in the previous 2 weeks, but this bag is retiring, guys, so I don't know if it's still available. Because all the retiring stuff is last chance, right? Like it's while supplies last. But anyway, you can just check on my website. Just Stampin' for Fun and click the Browse and Shop, and then you'll see. Okay, so let's finish this card. Look at that nice border that we made. Okay, so let's put this away. We're kind of done with this. Let me wipe the stamp, and then we'll finish up the card. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Hopefully you're getting another great way to use the Stamparatus, our little perfect placement tool. Okay, put that away. Put the stamp away. Okay, we're done with that now. Okay, so let's finish off our card. I'm going to use these little DSP strips. Welcome if you're just joining. Every Tuesday afternoon, I like to share a little stamping, so hopefully it'll inspire you to take out your stamps and play. I do love Stampin' Up! Product because I find that everything matches really nicely, and it is really high quality, a lot of the products, so it just feels great when you're using it. Okay, so I'm just creating a little border here, but I want to show both sides of this gorgeous paper, so I'll have both sides there. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, maybe a tiny bit crooked, but anyway. Still, I'm doing pretty good with my new glasses, I think. Okay, it's kind of bugging me. It seems a little crooked. Let's see whether I can straighten that out. Okay. There we go. Is that straighter? Okay, and then we'll put it right onto our card base there. Okay, I love our seal adhesive now. I don't know why I had trouble using it when I first got it. I think because I had just never used it before, but now, man, it's amazing. It just rolls, sticks. Okay. Okay, great. So I think I'm just going to put a little focal point here. So let me grab some white, and we'll stamp it with my favorite saying from that stamp set. It's all messy, the hair, the house, the heart, life. I already know who I'm going to send this to. Okay, here we go. See? Nice, clean, crisp image. Stampin' Up! Stamps are great for that. The rubber is trimmed right to the image and deeply etched. They manufacture their own stamps, so it's easy to control the quality. And I'm going to use a 2-inch circle punch, which also is retiring. So if you don't have a circle punch, it makes it super easy to punch out the shape. Okay, so last chance on getting that circle punch, and I think it would be nice to have a little border. So I'm going to use the stitch shape dies. Everyone should have these now, right? The stitch shape dies. I mean, if you've been tracking with me at all, you'll know that these are one of my most commonly used dies because they're so versatile. You have all the stitching, and you have ovals, circles, and squares. In fact, I've used these so much because they're so versatile. I actually think they're retiring it not because it wasn't popular, but because everybody's bought it already. No one's buying it because everyone must have it, I'm assuming. But if you are one of the few that don't have the stitch shape dies, better grab it before it retires, heads into retirement. Okay, and then I'm gonna, just to kind of match with this green, I felt like this was a bit of mint macaron green. So, of course, I want it to be matchy-matchy. That's one of the awesome things about Stampin' Up! I'm gonna take the mint macaron and die cut one of the stitched circles using the cut and emboss machine. Okay, so we'll pop that through. It is like a press, so no electricity is needed. You just need manual power to be able to roll it through. And the press pushes the die into the paper, and you will see that you get the great design. So Stampin' Up! Has all different shaped dies. This is just one of them. Okay, but see how it's not just any circle, it's a nice stitched circle. Okay, so let me move this. Okay, so what happened to my other circle? See, that's what I mean, so messy. Here we go. Okay, it just really adds something when you put an extra layer behind, I think. So we'll just put a little adhesive on, stick that on here, and pop it onto the front of the card. I'm going to use some dimensionals, if I can find them. It's so messy here. I will not show you the rest of my table, but I know I had dimensionals. I don't know where they went to. I was just using them. We'll have to use my mini dimensionals. Oh, no, they're right here. They're right in front of my face. Okay. There we go. Okay, and of course I have to put a little bit of an embellishment. Because of the gold in the paper, I thought let's pick up some of that gold part. And okay, where is it? Here. This is I can't remember, it's a ribbon combo pack with the Forever Greenery. I don't know if it's still available or whether it's sold out, but I love this fine gold thread here. So I'm just gonna tie a little bow. Okay, and snip it here. Okay, and then we can pop it on with a glue dot just to add a little bit of embellishment there. Okay, so our glue dots, let's talk about our glue dots. I just learned that our glue dots, those of you that are familiar with glue dots, hang on, this might be the wrong way. Yep, okay, so it used to be that the glue dots were on this side of the roll, but for some reason the glue dot company changed it to the other side of the roll, so it kind of took me off guard at first, but someone showed me that now you can just kind of have it almost dispense out this way, and then you can just push it like this against the box, pick up that glue dot, and just stick it on the back. Okay, so that is our card for today. Now you know how to do the hinge step using the Stamparatus. I've introduced you to some of the great retiring products that are last chance, like this designer series paper, only $8 for a whole pack of specialty DSP. And just a reminder that this very sweet Here's a Card set is also retiring. Okay, so hopefully you learned a little more. No, they don't get attached to the lid of the box, see, because they're on the inside. Okay, they're on the inside now. Whereas before, with the previous stamp glue dots, the glue dots were here. Okay, the glue dots were on this side, and it would actually always happen at class. I don't know why. So what I would used to do is make sure that there was like, the piece was like, the glue dots were on here before, and I'd always make sure there was all this extra piece covering it so it wouldn't get stuck to the box. But anytime there was a new person in my class, they would be like, what's all this extra with no glue dots on it? And they would, sorry, that was kind of violent there. They would tear it off, and then the glue dots would get stuck to the box. So now, I don't think it was Stampin' Up. I think it was the glue dot people. I don't know. Anyway, so now the glue dots are here on the inside. Okay, they're on the inside, so they're always kind of protected. It's just if you're used to it the other way, you wouldn't know. So then you just kind of like pull it out, use the glue dot, and then, yeah, I don't know, the rest stays inside, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that is how I've been using glue dots. But they're still the same like strength or whatever. I haven't noticed any change with that. I just noticed it was a change of where they put the glue dot, on the top or the bottom of the wax paper. Okay, I think that's it. Let me flip this around so I feel like I have to kind of say a proper farewell, not just turn off my camera here. Okay, there we go. Thank you for tuning in. If you just joined later, don't worry. I think the replay will be available so you can watch it later. But make sure to comment and let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer. And this is just my way of sharing happy stamping with you. And oh, Gail likes the card. I think you were the one that introduced me to this stamp set. I feel like you were one of the first people that bought it when the catalog came out last year. And I hadn't looked carefully. And I was like, oh, I think probably, Gail, you were the one that got me to buy it, because after you showed me that you loved it, then I was like, let me look. So then I bought it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a great afternoon. Bye.